What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of the DIY bow build. In this episode, I'm going to show you how I got my rest installed. Now, I will say that it's already installed on the bow because I ran into a couple issues getting it installed, and then I also ran into a couple camera issues, so it isn't installed on the bow already. But I'm going to kind of walk you through and just talk about some key points and some things that helped me and things that the issues that I ran into. So let's get in a little closer and let's take a look. All right, so as you can see, I have it installed here. The Hoyt RX-4 only comes with one burger hole, so that's the hole that I put this bolt through. This bolt is a substantial bolt. I don't see how you could break this or strip this out. That's one beefy bolt. I like that. That's pretty good. Also, as you can see, I'm running the spring and the set screw. There's a lot of people that end up not running the spring and not running the set screw. I'm a fan of the set screw because it adds that extra little security that my rest is not going to get knocked off canter one way or the other. And then for now, I like the spring. Eventually, I may have to end up taking this cable and hardwiring it through my tension bar right here, but so far I like it. You can see that it adds a little extra tension through that cable, so I'm going to keep it on there for now. I think I'm only going to run it through and hardwire it into my tension bar here if I absolutely need to, but so far I'm happy with the way it is. I really like the micro adjust for elevation and for windage. These knobs have this great little texture on here, so it makes it really easy to turn. The only issue that I would say is that if you had gloves on, these might actually be pretty tough to get to. But as it sits now with just bare hands, these are really nice. One of the issues I ran into was this windage bolt right here on the top. Due to Hoyt's riser design with this back bar that comes back right here from the riser, and then this bridge right here, I ran into an issue getting my Allen wrenches down in to do the windage right here, because I don't have any little stubby Allen heads that can go down in there, so I had to do some finagling to get this one to work out. But obviously with the one for the elevation on the side, that worked out pretty easy. All right, and then we can see my cable running right through here. I am running the clevis with the O-ring through my cable for right now. I'm not going to hard tie it in right now. I'm going to actually leave this and run this clevis and the spring like we talked about before, just because it's quick and easy. I can release the tension on this by just kind of sliding it up the cable and then adding the tension back into it by sliding it back down the cable. So I can adjust my tension on this cable pretty much on the fly. So I kind of like that feature. So I'm going to keep that running like that for now. And then what we can see under here is how I have it tied in with the actual cable pad that's under here. Okay. A lot of people cut this pad down, and you can see I have 5 different rows of little knobbies in here with the notches, and I decided to leave my pad full. And the reason is because I'm not squared away 100% yet on where I want this cable to drop down in here yet. So if I have to make some adjustments either this way or this way, I have plenty of pad left to where I can make those adjustments. Where I have this pad running right now and where my cable comes down in, this is 2 inches, and this is based just off of some preliminary information from like archerytalk.com. I may end up running it back 1 or 2 notches before I start, but for now, that's where I'm liking it. Also, because of this, because I have the adjustability down here, that's also why I kept the clevis and the O-ring on the top of the string, because if I want to make on-the-fly adjustments to where this sits on this pad, I can just real quick and easy release that clevis up there, release the tension on my cable, move this down, and then reapply that tension. So for the time being, for tuning and for setting it up, that's why I'm going to leave that clevis and that O-ring on there. Now I'm sure I'm going to have some questions on why I didn't run the Hoyt Integrate Rest made by QAD. One was it's expensive. It's like, the last I looked, it was like $259. This Hamskea Trinity Pro was $219, so it's not cheap either. It's definitely an expensive rest, but the Hoyt Integrate rest from QAD is cable driven. I've never messed around with a limb driven rest, so that's why I went with this Hamskea Trinity Pro. In the event that I start shooting with this, hunting with this, if I don't like it, if I end up going back to a cable driven rest, then I'll definitely do the Integrate rest. But for right now, I don't see myself not liking this rest. This rest is awesome so far. So we'll see what happens when I actually go to shoot it. But at any rate, guys, so that's episode 2 of the DIY bow build. In the next episode, we're gonna go ahead and tie in some knock sets and do a D loop. And then in the next episode after that, we'll do a peep sight. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you've been hanging out this long, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell notification so you know the next time that we drop a video. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Don't forget, be a good predator.